In this video, we're going to go through a complete guide on how to become a mortgage loan officer in 2024. We're going to go through everything on what to expect in this career, if this is a good career for you versus being a real estate agent, and last but not least, all the requirements on how to get licensed, pass your exam, and get started as a loan officer. So let's dive right into it. My name is Chris with the Empire of Real Estate YouTube channel. On this channel, we talk about real estate, entrepreneurship, and building your real estate empire. Before we dive into the video, I do want to tell you about our complete guide on how to become a loan officer and start your new career. If you want to grab that guide, click the link down below and get your copy today. I hope you enjoy it. So you're thinking about becoming a mortgage loan officer. Well, I thought about this too 9 years ago before I got my real estate license and started my career as a real estate agent. In fact, I spent a ton of time comparing the pros and cons of becoming a loan officer versus being a real estate agent. And in fact, if I look back, I kind of regret not going the mortgage route sometimes. So in this video, I want to tell you about some of the potential upsides, some of the benefits of getting your mortgage loan officer license, and then I'm going to show you exactly what I found and all the steps that I found that you would want to take if you want to go down this path and start your business in mortgage. First things first, you might be wondering how much loan officers get paid. Well, loan officers can make a lot of money. In fact, if you look online, you're going to see that being a loan officer can be one of the most lucrative careers out there. And that's because you have scale. And one of the things that I loved about the idea of becoming a loan officer was the fact that you get to work from your computer and you have a whole processing team behind you and you're much more time efficient. As a real estate agent, one of the reasons people get involved with it is because you get to show houses and you get to be out and about and you get to drive around. Well, if you're trying to make a lot of money, these things aren't always the best because all that time you're driving around, all that time you're spending showing houses, you're really not closing the deal and you're really not making money. Another reason it's great to be a loan officer is because you're more of a consultant. You spend a lot more time one-on-one with a client, going through different products, different programs, and kind of more behind the scenes. So if that fits your personality a little bit better, then this might be the path for you. Aside from that, another reason it's so lucrative is because you're able to process many more deals than you are as a real estate agent. Now, the way real estate works is the buyer's agents spend a lot of time working with buyers, and to do 20 home sales as a buyer's agent can be a lot. Now, the next tier from that, you have listing agents. Now, listing agents can take a lot more listings because, they list the house, they show it a couple times, and it usually goes under contract if it's priced the right way. And listing agents can do really well, and it can be really lucrative. But as a mortgage loan officer, you get to process a lot more deals because you're not taking them to see all the houses. You're not showing all the houses. You're not doing all that extra legwork. Essentially, you're just taking the initial consultation, you're helping them get pre-approved, and then you send them on their way to go shopping with their real estate agent. Once they get their offer accepted, you're going to be working with them and making sure you're meeting all the conditions and deadlines and things like that. So you are going to have to be responsive and you're going to have to be very responsible. And to be honest, this job can be a little stressful, but if you get a good system in place, you can process many more deals than the average real estate agent, which can end up being a lot more lucrative. In fact, I just went on Indeed.com and I looked up what the average loan officer makes, and it gave me a pretty big range. Now, that's normal because it's a commission job, and just like real estate agents, there are some agents that don't make much money, and then there are agents that make a ton of money. So as a mortgage loan officer, you have that option as well. But the average income that pulled up for me was $193,000. Now, I know loan officers in my market, and not all of them are making that much money, but many of them are making six figures, and they're doing really well once they've established their book of business and they've got their business off the ground. Now, I know becoming a mortgage loan officer takes a little bit of time to build up, just like being a real estate agent, but if you're motivated and you're sales driven, then this can be the perfect career for you to build and turn into a really lucrative income stream. Okay, so you might be wondering, what does a loan officer actually do every single day? Well, your job as a loan officer is to be two things. The first thing is a salesperson that goes out there and originates new business. So if you're someone that can go out there, they can make sales. If you're hungry, if you're sales driven and you're motivated, then this can be a great fit for you. The next thing they do is they sit down and they do consultations with clients to help find the best loan product for them. So if you're more of an advisor and you love helping people in that way, then this can be an excellent solution because you're going to get to sit down with people, review their finances, and figure out a financial game plan to get them into home ownership. And if you love this idea, then you're going to be really successful in most cases at this. Now, another thing mortgage loan officers do is they get involved with real estate agents. They help agents grow their business, and agents usually will send them clients once they build that relationship. So this business is a people business, but it's also a business where you're gonna have to be analytical and very detail oriented because you're gonna have to follow all your deals through the pipeline as they close and gather documents as your buyers go through the process, and make sure that your processing team has all the information that they need to make sure that your buyers get the deal to the closing table on time and they have no interruptions and everything goes smooth. So that's how this job can be a little bit stressful, but if you are somebody that is driven and motivated, it can be the perfect fit for you. Now I want to tell you about how to actually get your license and get started with this. The very first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find a school to complete your NMLS pre-licensed education classes. Now, this is required before you can actually take your test and apply for your license. So what I would suggest doing is find a school that fits you best. I personally suggest checking out On-Course Learning. A lot of the loan officers that I know that have been successful went through this program. And if you want to check them out, there's an affiliate link down below where they're actually offering a discount on some of their classes. So feel free to check that out. Once you click the link, you're going to be taken to this screen here. So once you click the link, you're going to come here. This is On-Course Learning, and basically it's pre-licensed education that you can complete online. So the very first step you're going to take is go to New License. From here, you're going to be able to shop pre-licensed education packages and find your state. So from here, you're going to see a drop down that shows you the national portion. So you're going to be required to do the 20 hours of the national portion, and then you're going to have the state specific portion. So for example, if you're going to do California or Colorado, you click here, and this is going to give you the complete class that you're going to need. So you're going to have to do 2 hours of the Colorado specific portion, and you're going to have to do the 20 hours of the general portion of the 20 hours of SAFE classes. So you want to pick your classes out here, and then from here you're going to basically go and complete your classes. So what I would suggest doing is buying the all-in-one version. So you can get the Colorado pre-license package. So it's the 20 plus 2. If you're going to complete it quickly, I would get the 7-day version. If you're going to take some more time and you're working a job or you have something going on, then I would click the 14-day version. You're not going to be able to finish this slower than 14 days if you pick this one. So, if you need more time, then this is the one to pick. If you want to go through the courses fast and get your license faster, then this is the route to go. Now, once you complete your pre-licensed education classes, I would highly suggest you take some time to study. Back when I got my real estate license, I made sure I time blocked and really studied hard to give myself the highest chance of passing. Now, the exam itself can be passed without using study tools, but if you're a little bit nervous that you're not going to be able to pass your exam, I highly suggest you check out CompuCram. CompuCram is a testing solution for people that are trying to get their mortgage license or their real estate license, and it's a tool that you can use to study and give yourself a much higher chance of passing the exam. So if you're lacking confidence and you really want to study and give yourself a more dynamic tool, then I would highly suggest checking out CompuCram, and I'm going to have a link in the description. There's going to be an affiliate link to that as well that you can check out if you want to pick that up as well. Okay, so once you're ready to take the exam, it's time to go on the NMLS website and schedule your exam. From here, you're going to book a day and a time to go in and take your exam. Once you take the exam, you're going to see if you passed or failed. Now, if you failed, don't stress too much. You're just going to have to go back to the drawing board and study a little bit harder. If you pass the exam, well, it's time to celebrate a little bit. From here, it's time to complete your background checks and apply for your license. Once your license comes in, it's time to find a sponsoring broker or a bank to work at. Now, when you get your mortgage license, you're going to be required to work with a sponsoring broker and hang your license at that brokerage. So, I would highly suggest you start looking at different companies that you want to work with and find a sponsor that's going to be able to mentor you and give you a high chance of success. So make sure you ask the right questions. Ask where they're getting their leads from. Ask what kind of support and training they're going to give you. And ask what kind of compensation model they're going to set you up on. When you're brand new, some brokerages might set you up on a small base salary plus a commission, or some might just be 100% commission. It really depends on the brokerage and how their model is set up for new loan originators. So make sure you ask these questions ahead of time. It's the same thing with the real estate industry. Ask the questions up front and it will give you a much higher chance of success. The last thing you want is to put all this work in, all this time in, and then fail. And that happens a lot in real estate. So make sure you're setting yourself up for success. And if you actually do the hard work, you want to give yourself the highest chance of success and becoming a really successful loan originator. So I hope this video helped you out. If you're going to get your mortgage loan officer license this year, definitely drop a comment in the comment section below. Or if you're interested in maybe getting your real estate agent license, then check out some of our other videos that go over that complete process as well. Thanks for tuning in, and you have an awesome day.